When Shaista called me 2 weeks later to say Fayaz had passed away, I wasn't surprised. I had gone with my second husband, Mahmoud, to the hospital to see him. Of course, I told Mahmoud nothing of the drama that had gone on while he was visiting his children in Durban. How could I make myself look bad in front of him? Anyway, that's why I say I wasn't surprised. Fayaz was already looking like one dead chicken. So skinny, no color in him even. Yeah, shame. Even I felt sorry for him. Cancer is a very hard sickness to have. So I had to attend the funeral, na? Lucky, I met Shaista at the door, so I didn't have to go in alone.
Hauma? Oh, I thought you weren't coming.
What you mean, weren't coming? I would never miss a funeral. So many people here. Imagine what they'll say if I wasn't here. After all, I am Fayaz's first cousin.
Both us ex-wives are here, and both of his current wives, you know, the elderly one and the influencer. Fayaz insisted that we all remain cordial to one another. Otherwise, his mayat would have turned into a boxing match.
How he died on a Friday and all. Ish, I thought only good people get a Jummah moth.
Shame, Hauma. Don't be so judgmental. Fayaz had his faults, but now, since he got sick, he was trying hard to become a better person. You know, maybe Allah saw his sincerity and accepted his tawbah. Poor Fayaz.
I don't know why you're saying poor Fayaz now, after all the trouble he gave you.
I forgave him for that a long time ago, Hauma. We share a son and 3 grandsons. We do try to act civil to each other.
You are a good woman, Shaista. Now come we go inside instead of standing out here in the cold and talking. I'm sure there must be some nice hot kheer going around. There's nothing like mayyat kheer. It just tastes different. Just as I walked into Fayaz's house, a huge mansion big enough to fit an army, I thought I saw Ziyad. Strange that. What was he doing attending Fayaz's funeral? And wouldn't Rashad and Imtiaz be upset if they saw him, knowing that they never get him to fulfill Fayaz's dying wish? Knowing that Ziyad had refused to go and see their father on his deathbed?
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Rashad and Imtiaz, Fayaz's only children, stand behind the Imam as he prays the Janazah Salah of their father. Rashad's 3 sons, aged 12, 14 and 15, all stand in the front row alongside their father. As soon as the Salah is over, the congregation proceeds with the bier to the Qabristan, and at the graveside, after the mayat is lowered into the qabr, they throw handfuls of sand into the deep pit. After some time, when the qabr is finally filled and the last of the earth has been smoothed over, Rashad tells his boys to wait for him in the car as he is not ready to leave his father's graveside. Imtiaz stands by his side and they both cry and make dua for the man they called Papa. A short while later, as they turn around to leave the Qabristan, they see AK and Boss walking towards them.
Salams, boys. We just came to pay our final respects. I'm so sorry about your old man.
Yeah, he was a real genuine guy. Business just won't be the same without him.
Thanks, boss. AK, but my father's been out of the game for some time now.
Yes, Petty. He missed out on some big deals recently. So, how soon can the two of yous come back to work? We have some major drops to do.
Me and Rashad were just speaking about it at the hospital the other day, and we decided that we're gonna quit.
Quit? You're joking, right? You got to continue with your father's legacy.
What you boys planning to do? It's not like either of yous are skilled in anything. Heck, you both left school when you were still lighties.
Imi and I are opening up a space business. We have enough contacts and Imi knows the game. He was working for the guy in town these past couple years.
With what money? Yous didn't even have enough to do hajj this year. Boss had to pay for yous.
We're getting our inheritance now, and
Inheritance? By the time you guys pay me back all the money your old man owed me, yous will be stone broke.
No, boss, you mistaken. My old man was very chockers with his accounts. He would have told us if he was owing you money.
Rash, maybe now isn't the time to...
Rash? No one, and I mean no one, ever dares to contest what boss man says, especially when it comes to money.
There is dead silence in the graveyard as suddenly Rashad realizes who he is speaking to. Boss and his father went a long way back, and even though they ran their own separate scams, it was Fayaz who insisted that Rashad and for a short while Imtiaz work for Boss. But the truth was that Fayaz had cut off business dealings with Boss when he got sick. A week before he passed on, he had confided to his sons that Boss was involved in something way more sinister than what Fayaz himself had ever done, and he had advised his sons to cut all business ties with the man and change their lives. Now, as they stand next to their father's qabr, Imtiaz sees Boss reach for his revolver. With super fast reflexes, he lunges at Boss and knocks the gun out of his hand, dropping the older man to the ground. Imtiaz and Boss grapple on the ground while AK and Rashad join the fight. Suddenly, a gunshot goes off and the four suddenly jump apart.
Stop right there.
Ziyad, what the hell? Did you just shoot? Where did you come from?
What is wrong with all of you? Carrying on like this at the Kabristan.
Ziyad Osman, just the man I wanted to see. I believe you've been doing Fayaz's books and sorting out his will.
What? Never. Ziyad refused to come and see Papa when we came to ask him that time. What would he know about the Topi's books?
See, you didn't even know what was going on with your father's account. Now you want to make me a liar? Tell them, Ziyad. Go on. Tell these two clowns how much their Topi owes me.
Is it true, Ziyad? Were you doing Papa's accounts?
Yes, it's true. I didn't want to go and see Fayaz after the whole drama at Hauma's house. But then, about a week later, my mom tricked me into taking her to the hospital to see him. I was shocked at the state he was in. After I heard what he had done to my father, I was dead set against visiting him. But when I saw him so sick and helpless, I don't know. Some feeling in me just kicked in. The next day, without telling my mom, I went back to the hospital. Fayaz was awake, and I could see he was so listless and had no strength. But he forced himself to sit up. He asked for maaf, asked me to forgive him for what he did to Daddy. And how? How could I refuse? He was dying. And I had just come back from Hajj. Ya Allah, how could I not forgive him? How could I not forgive him when I expected Allah to forgive me?
We thought you hadn't been to see him. He never told us.
I asked him not to tell you and Rashad. I wanted to be purely for the pleasure of Allah.
So then, how did Papa get you to sort out his will?
When I went to visit him again, Fayaz told me he was having some problems with his accountant. I offered to help him and sort out his affairs. Actually, he made me the executor of his will.
Really? Wow, subhanallah.
So now tell them, Ziyad. Tell them exactly how much the old man owes me.
No, boss. You are mistaken. Fayaz gave me access to all his accounts. He had records of absolutely everything. And from what I saw, he doesn't owe you a cent. In fact, boss, it's you owes him.
The role of a father in his son's life is to guide him, steering him to make the right decisions, to take the correct path, and to grow into the best version of himself. Some fathers get it right early on, some much later in life, and some not at all. When Nabi Ibrahim AS was commanded to build the Kaaba, the house of Allah, he was assisted by his son Ismail AS. As he built, Ibrahim AS came to a spot where his hand could not reach, and Ismail AS provided him with a stone on which he stood. This stone would move up and down as required. A miracle given to the father and son who worked in harmony, and it is that relic which stands encased in front of the Kaaba till today, the Maqam-e-Ibrahim, bearing the footprint of Nabi Ibrahim alayhi salam.
وَإِذْ يَرْفَعُ إِبْرَاهِيمُ الْقَوَاعِدَ مِنَ الْبَيْتِ وَإِسْمَاعِيلُ رَبَّنَا تَقَبَّلْ مِنَّا إِنَّكَ أَنْتَ السَّمِيعُ الْعَلِيمُ.
When Ibrahim and Ismail were raising the foundation of the house, they prayed, O our Rabb, accept from us. Indeed, you are the all-hearing, the all-knowing. Surah Baqarah, verse 1-8.
رَبَّنَا وَجَعَلْنَا مُسْلِمَيْنِ لَكَ وَمِن ذُرِّيَّتِنَا أُمَّةً مُسْلِمَةً لَكَ وَأَرِنَا مَنَاسِكَنَا وَتُبْ عَلَيْنَا إِنَّكَ أَنْتَ التَّوَّابُ الرَّحِيمُ.
O our Rabb, make us obedient to you, and make from our descendants a nation that is also obedient to you. Show us our rights and accept our repentance. Without doubt, you are the most pardoning, the most merciful.